Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. This is our episode 59 of our Solo World playthrough with no mods on update 11. So, where we left off last time was we had put in the water wheels and got frustrated with them. We were working on stuff and we ended last episode by over here in this corner. I went ahead and finished it, dirt and the rest of the roads. So what we're going to work on next, because we've done the wooden elevator, we've done the steam truck, so now we're going to look at the steam tractor, which means we're going to need more iron. Surprise, surprise. So, let's throw this in here. We're going to need 30 wood to start with, or 30 lumber. Throw that up there. We're going to need 2 lubricant, which is easy enough to do. We paused those, that's right. We paused those so that the iron would go elsewhere. We need 4 more wheels. We need 20 hides. So first, let's go queue up iron pipes for that. Queue up these, grab our 20 hides and our 2 lubricant. So do we have 20 hides over here? No, we do not. We do not have any more hides. So on here we need 4 wheels. On here we need iron pipes. These are using 0.55, so we have to do 20. That's going to use up all of our iron that we have right now. Over here, storage, wrong chest. We have to go all the way into here. We need 20 of these. And do we have any lubricant pre-made? Doesn't look like it, so let's go ahead and queue up 1 set. While we're here, we did make some charred food just to have calories until we get the steam tractor up so we can start farming. We'll wait our 20 seconds for our lubricant. Are you telling me we don't have the tail up? Alright, so that means we go over here and do a render fat. Okay, so that's, yep, that'll be about 30 seconds for total. We'll just stay here. Yeah, so we'll get the steam tractor up and then we'll work on the modules so that we can start using the steam tractor. Alright, we need 2 of these. Alright, there we go. Now we'll run back over here to here. We could throw these in, throw these in. We needed, what, 2? Yep, that takes care of that. We're working on those. Gonna need 2 light bulbs, so that was another 2 light bulbs was 12 of these. I believe that's what it was. Light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. Yep, 6 each, so we have to do 6 sets. So we're going to need some copper, obviously. Over here, we need to do 2 of our those. We need 24 screws and 12 plates. 24 screws. And 12 plates. So then, once all that's done, we'll need our steam, or portable engine. There's the portable. It's not on there. Duh. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Portable steam engine. 1. That means we need 4 copper pipes. We no longer have any in that stockpile. So we'll have to go figure that one out. We need 12 gears. And 12. We need 3 of these. Alright, so 12 gears. No, we want 12 plates plus 45 is another 57 plates. We need 12 of these. We need 8 of these. We're going to need another 18 screws plus 18 plus 30 is 48. So that's another 12 crafts of this. Did 12, we did those. Alright, so that's all done. Let's go ahead and queue that up. Alright, so we need 24 for that and another 12 there, so 36 copper. Uh, 36 copper, so 6 crafts. Need more concentrate. It's 1.1 each. Yeah, alright, so we gotta do 10. So we need 600 in total, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Might need to come back and put in a 500. But that's 2/3 of that, which means that would be 6.67, so we shouldn't need to. The iron, however, we need to max that out. That's 7 crafts or 42 iron bars, which isn't enough. but we will have to find out our total. It's 42, and we're going over here. We're going to need more iron pipes, of course, but we're going to need 16 there. 28, 85, 97 plus 6 is 103. 101. 113. 113. So we need 71, so 72. So we need to do another 12 crafts of iron. That's 0.11, so we'd have to do 20 again till we get to smelting of 7, which is going to be a little bit. So if we did that, we need 12 of it, so that's 60%. So if we do 800, yeah, that should be enough to do all the iron. Now we just need to have enough iron concentrate. That'll leave 4 left over for what we need here. So we need 16 overall. That's going to leave 4 left, maybe 5 left. So we need at least 15 more. So we need at least 15 more iron. At 2.5, we might as well do 16, which means we're going to need 40 crushed. Over here, for our copper, we're going to need 10, 11 total. So 11 total. So might as well do 12. So we're going to need 42 crushed on that one. Crushed. From here, we got 42 crushed easy. We have about 8 left, maybe 10. Pull from here. We don't have the crushed iron, so we'll have to do that. Once we get more room in here, we can put the iron in. So we have to crush the iron. You're looking for some place to put that. Alright, we'll just go ahead and put it here. Crushed iron, we need 40 basically. So we need 20 cycles. Which means we need 240, 220. Which we have in here. Oh, there's 200 and we got... Alright, so maybe we just need one more stack. We got 200 in there, so we just need like 2 more blocks of iron. So let's go get them. Yes, I put in this road so we can at least bring the truck down here and back it up to this. So all we have to do is run here, here, and get our iron. I mean, it's fun trying to back it into that space. I mean, it's barely doable, but you can do it. It just takes a little Austin Power, you know, in the movie Austin Power, he has a cart that he's going back and forth with. Yeah, that's about what it takes. Alright, so that's all done. Oh, shit. No, we're going to need more iron. The one thing I forgot to queue up. Iron pipes. And then we need copper pipes, right? So, this is 20? Yeah. Alright, I think we have everything queued up for just the tractor, not the modules yet. Modules are probably going to take even more iron. And we got all this copper, all this freaking sandstone to go through. Alright, you're trying to do the sandstone and have room to put it. I don't know where it's going. I think that's going. No, it's going right there, so that's fine. You're stopped because you can't place it anymore. You're trying to just put it in the crushed sandstone or crushed limestone. You are trying to put it right there, so you got no room. You got a couple more crafts to do, so let's just stick this in here. It'll use up that granite. This stuff can't go there, so yeah. We'll just leave that in there for right now. Actually, let's move that down here. That can change from there to here. All of our raw fish. Guess where that's going? That's going to fish oil. This 300 is going into culinary basic papers, so that they can be used as basic research generals. Right, you're waiting for some place to put sand, or you're waiting on. Waiting on some place to put that. You can't put it in the sand. So So I guess what that means is we did our glass and we need to go make some more. Out of fuel. That would be a good explanation of why we have things not running. Crushed shale, no. Where's their crushed coal? Let's do that and we'll just come over here. We're not going to try to find it because it was probably minimized. So that'll go back on, start making our glass again. That's going to use up... So we could do another 160 sand or another 40 crafts. Shit, no. Damn it. There just went a bunch of calories that we didn't want to do. Oh well. Alright, so once we get the tractor, we're going to want the modules. So the modules are relatively easy. The scoop is just plates and screws and a bunch more iron. The plow is plates and screws, more iron. The sower, iron, iron, iron. Harvester, iron, iron, and iron. So we've got a bunch of iron coming up. So it's a good thing we dug down and found that other vein, because we're going to be using a lot of it. And we're going to need to open up a spot in order to put all these tailings. So we might decide that's full, right? Yes, it is. And we are full on that one too. So the only place we could possibly put this is in with the basalt at the moment. And then we could take our iron out of here and move it down to right here. Where was that? 3. We'll put those up here. All empty here, so let's take the cart down, and we're going to do the next best thing to getting more iron, and that is this would be all granite down here. Dang it, that's not what we want. Right, this is 42. So if we went this way, found this, this is at 42. So if we could empty this out, we could put our tailings in there. So we do have a stockpile here. So if we went ahead and did this and took this one and moved it to the empty one. Yes, that blocks our path there, but oh, look at that. I did it on the first try. Alright, so down to 4 stacks, which is good enough. That opens up plenty of space for tailings. So from here to here. Can we reset? Nope, can't reach it. There we go. And that means we can move these up. Just like that, we have moved that. So now we come up here. And into this truck. Find the tailings. And we throw those in the steam truck. Opens up all that space in there for okay, that's almost done with that, and that one's almost done with that sand, which is perfect. Then we'll get these and we'll switch the stockpile. Well, the seconds and we'll switch it. Alright, so now it's no longer going there, it's going there. And same thing on this one. In 11 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That recipe's done, so now we cue this spot and not here. This is, could be done with that. That's got 6 minutes on it. Yeah, we'll just let it go. This is doing limestone. This is doing nothing. So we have nothing that we need to worry about. We don't have any granite to do. Already doing that. Already doing that. Don't have any more to that. Probably about the only thing we could do is if we decided we get some coal and crush it. So I guess we'll go drop this off and go get some coal. Yeah, darkness and trying to see something black on black. Yep, this works real well, huh? This is why we need light. Yep, see, it didn't go there because it's solid coal, not crushed coal. It would be so nice to be able to see. We could probably do it. It'd just be a matter of making a torch rack, and then bringing our torch over here. But honestly, no, we got another way. Stumber's here. We made it when we were doing the granite and basalt over there in that other spot. So what we will do is we will find this right here, put this down, come in here, power, and we will put all 20 of these in. It doesn't give us much light except for right where we are, so yeah, it's not the best. So here is, this layer has to come out. There we go, that's better. And we get back into the sandstone. And we'll bring more roads down here and fill this in for roads. Oh, that's great. Alright, that's actually probably not high enough. We'll have to take out this in order to move the truck further down because it's only 1, 2, 3 would be right there. So we'd have to take out that, at least the length of the ramp. So if we had to do that, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We'll go ahead and pull these. Go. That'll at least get the truck to be able to come down the ramp that far. Once the ramp's in. Now, if we really wanted to, we could pick up this right here and lay roads. So, why don't we? We're already pulling this, we might as well pull it all. Okay, where's our missing piece? Got a missing piece somewhere. Nope, we're even now. 27 means there's 1. There it is. So we can back this up. And since we're going to pick up sandstone anyway, might as well pick up this one and this one. And then we'll come up here and take out these. Them in, and then pick up these 12. Back ourselves up. And again, that's why we want this to be 10 tiles wide for turning our car. And imagine, I said the power cart was even worse than this. So, trust me, the power cart is worse than that. So now we find more here. The coal. I'm gonna put that in there. That opens up the space weight-wise for that stuff to go there. This we're going to run down here. We could have thrown it straight in here. We can take this 28 and throw it into the wood as well. We could throw 29 copper over here as well. The copper plates and the copper wire. While we're thinking about copper wire, we'll drop down, go here, make 2 more light bulbs. We'll have to go see if we can find our copper wire. Of course, it's not built yet. Let's see how much stuff we don't have calories in. So, does this have our calories in it? Yes, it does. It just doesn't find the copper ore. So now, yeah, it's making that. Alright, so that has its calories, that has its calories, and that has its calories. So over here to the shaper, shaper is working, it's got its calories. This was not turned on, that's got its calories, that's needs its calories, and that's got its calories. So let's move all the screws up front. And then over here, copper plate, we can do this. Go ahead and move the copper plate over here. That one's got it. That one does not. We'll go ahead and put the pistons first. And that leaves the 57 iron plate to need food. Great. There goes a eco crash. Oh, maybe not. Yep, there it goes. Sorry about the crash. We will go ahead and call this episode really short, and we will catch back up as soon as I reboot the game. So, until episode 60, where we continue.